Live an optimal life through health and wellness. Be well, get well, and stay well.
Compensation plan, you guys, when you pull up that range of income report, you're going to see that there's some place on that range of income report that will appeal to you, whether it's the early side of it, the middle side of it, depending on where you're at, whether or not you want to completely replace your income and then do this as a profession, or if you want to completely replace your income and do it as a profession and then retire young. I mean, that's just another extension of that. There's a place in that range of income report that should appeal to every single one of you if you'll just take a minute to understand it and study it and ask the people who involved you in this company as to what attracted them. Okay. Our product, just as a little extension here, our product needed a voice. That's why our compensation plan exists. Our product needed someone to tell everybody about this really, this out on the leading edge of the scientific conversation about how your body works. Our product needed us to be able to tell that story. The company said, we're going to pay you to help us do that. And that's what I love about our compensation plan. I'm really excited about the next speaker, you guys. I've met Kristen a couple times, and her story, I got to hear her story, and I can't wait for you guys to hear it today. You're in for a treat today. Kristen, in my opinion, from her story, is the exact person that I think would be like a target, if you want to say it's a target. Someone that has benefited tremendously by making a decision prior to the crisis that we've all experienced around the world and in this country over the last year and a half. She made a decision prior to all of this that has had a huge impact on her life. And I can't wait for you to hear her story on this. So Kristen's a Pro 7. She's from California. So Kristen, you're up.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here, especially with you guys. You guys are absolute legends in LifeVantage, and just being able to share this call with you guys and absorb the information that you guys bring has been incredible. So thank you. And hi, LifeVantage. Like he said, I'm Kristen Bailey, Elite Pro 7 from Brentwood, California. I've been with this incredible company now for a little over 3 years, and it has changed my life and my circumstances beyond my wildest dreams. I want to address the very new person out there that maybe just heard about LifeVantage from friends, from someone that said, hey, I really want you to check this out. Or maybe you're just a new distributor, just logging on for the first time. I just want to say hi, and I want to say welcome. I can't wait to meet you. You're joining a great family. We really, truly are a family in LifeVantage, and that's something, no job. I've been working since I was 12 years old, and I've never been a part of something that I felt so truly connected to the people in the company. We literally have each other's back, no matter downline, crossline, upline, sideline. It doesn't matter where you are, what rank you are, we're family. So welcome to you guys. I want to also start off by painting a picture to you guys of what my life looked like 3.5 years ago. And forgive me, I always get emotional about this, but I do strongly feel that all of us at a certain point in time have gone through things that we don't know how we're going to come out of, or we don't know how we're going to keep going, that way, but we have to keep trying, right? So that was me 3.5 years ago. I was newly divorced, and my 2.5-year-old Grant, who is my world, was diagnosed on the autism spectrum. I had majority of custody at that time of my son, and I was dedicated to getting him the services that he needed. And that meant I couldn't go back to teaching. Before I had my son, I was a teacher. And so I had to bartend at night, and I was a fitness instructor in the early mornings. And I remember I used to drop my son off at my mom's house, and I would go and bartend until 3:30 in the morning. And then I would close the bar and change into my workout clothes, and then drive to P2P, where I used to coach, and I would open the gym and coach for 4 hours on a Saturday morning. And that was like my routine. And I was so exhausted and just bawling, like, how the heck am I going to do this and keep doing this? Well, it got worse because I got injured to where I couldn't lift a bottle to pour a drink, and I couldn't lift a weight to demo a workout. So in a matter of one day, I literally I couldn't work at either one of my jobs. So that meant I wasn't getting paid, you guys. All of my income came to a halt. I had no savings, really. I had no vacation. I had no paid time. I mean, I just had to, try to get better. So I used what was left in my savings account and I tried all of the things. I tried cryotherapy, I tried acupuncture, I tried, going to Berkeley Hills to get a healing done. I just needed to get back to work. And I was talking to a very dear friend of mine, Jane Buchanan, and she brought up this little yellow pill to me. And I remember feeling super, super annoyed because I was like, Jane loves me. Like, Jane would not sell me snake oil. Jane's like a second mom to me. She's known me since I was like 5. Like, why would she do this to me? She knows I'm not going to say yeah. I mean, she knows I'm not going to say no to her. Like, I can't say no to Jane. And so I'm like, dang it, Jane. So I had to say, yes. Okay, I'll do it. And she even made me say, now, Kristen, you're in your 30s, so you have to promise me you're going to do it for 3 months. And I'm like, oh my gosh, again, I can't say no. So I did. I'm like, fine. So anyway, I was and that's another lesson too, you guys. We are literally, people are buying us essentially. Like, that's why it's so important to take care of the relationships in your life and really just feed and love people. Because I had it not been Jane, had it been someone else that I was like, I don't know if I would be here, but I said yes to Jane. So after being activated for 2 months, I started noticing huge improvements in my health that I hadn't noticed before. I was back working at both of my jobs again. And then it hit me. I actually reached out to Jane and I said, hey, do you think I can do this business? And I had no idea what doing this business actually was, but I had already had it in my head that every single person I know needs to be activated. So Jane said yes. And I jumped into this company with both feet 3.5 years ago. And I have not looked back at my old life. And if I had, it's only to give thanks that I'm not still in that position. So for the person who's brand new and is sitting here today, literally thinking to yourselves, like, I don't know if I can do this. This is a different language. This compensation speak. Like, what is this? I want to tell you that you don't have to know every single detail of every single detail, because if I waited until I knew every single detail, I would still be waiting, and this opportunity would have passed me by. What I want to say is sometimes ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice. And it's just really important to start. I really want to be honest and brutally raw with you on this call. And I want you to hear me say truthfully that when I say that I had no idea what I was doing, I did not have any idea what I was doing, but in my heart, I knew that I wanted to share. I knew I wanted to grow. I wanted to learn, and I was bursting with excitement to share and possibly change, not only my health, but maybe potentially my wealth. And so I shared and I poured into the things that matter the most. And by doing that, I was able to enroll 176 new customers and 10 personally enrolled distributors within my first 3 months of the company. So again, I was just kind of, I knew the foundation, the key things that were super important. And I remember Tara Wilson, she invited me to her house my 3rd month in the company. And she was like, so what are you doing exactly? You have no network marketing experience. Like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I am sharing an opportunity I believe in with all of my heart that can change a person's circumstances. If they just really give it a try, if they just really, really give it a try, not like dabbling their toes in the water. Cause I wasn't just like dipping my toe in. I was like, I don't care what it takes. I'm doing this. And that was what I was running. So I remember listening to every training and every call, and then sitting at my first Elite Academy, just absolutely starstruck, listening to the elites talk about residual income and how life-changing it was for them, and how once you get a taste of what residual income can do for you, you'll never want to go back to anything else. And that's when I decided to really dive into this magical compensation plan that we have. And it really, truly is magical, you guys. It's absolutely incredible. And I feel like once you get to know what it really entails, you're like, this is life-changing, and it's huge. And I don't think it's like, I think our comp plan, like I said, I haven't been a part of any other company, but I think our comp plan is pretty phenomenal. So I'll go back to that my phrase about sometimes ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice. And what I mean for that is I truly am grateful I was shown the basic foundation points, the key points, the importance of maintaining 200 personal PV in order to get 40% commission. on all new customer orders, finding 3 to 5 business partners that you want to keep balanced, you know, and that way you guys can elevate to new ranks together. But finding those core, you know, and then going from there. But every step of the way, you guys, you're going to be learning more and more and more. Justin's laughing at me. I don't know why. I see you. Okay.
I'm reading the comments. You see what Monty just said.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
reading the comments. That's why.
Okay.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm just reading the comments. Everybody's blowing up. Everybody loves you, Kristen. Keep going. Okay. Keep going.
So I'm going to be honest with you guys. When I found out that I said yes to this call before I found out that it was compensation plan. Dun, dun, dun. So I was a little mad at Dustin when I found out it was compensation plan. But then I took a deep dive into probably almost every training that all of our elites have ever done on compensation plan. Bobby Wagner, Sean Poe, Amy Homewood, Tara Wilson, all of them so incredible and just amazing, amazing information. But I kind of froze. And in life, just like, you know, oftentimes in every situation, sometimes we are given so much information that we actually become stunned by all the choices and ways that we can say things that we actually don't say anything at all. So I just decided to share like what my true and authentic experience with it. So like I was going to say too, listening to Rye Fry and Tyler, I got to talk to them a little bit off of this call. And like, I just kind of, they were probably like, Kristen, are you there? But I just enjoyed listening and learning to them because there's so much that we can learn from each other. And that's another huge benefit in LifeVantage. We're all learning from each other. We're growing, we're improving, and we're evolving all together. And I think about what 2020 looked like for the majority of our world this last year. I think about what my life would have looked like had I not said yes in 3.5 years ago. My fiance he was a bar manager and he was out of work for 6 months. And had I let my own insecurities or my fear of possible rejection like blocked me 3.5 years ago, I don't know what we would have done. LifeVantage supported our family during one of the worst years for many people. And I'm just so grateful that my heart was open. And it's my hope that, you open your heart and you listen to these stories and you listen to these trainings and you really see what is possible, because it is so possible for you. And had I not said yes, I don't know what we would have been able to do. My son Grant was getting full services. Everything went to Zoom trainings, and he, occupational therapy over Zoom and special education over Zoom. And, I had to be right next to him the entire time that he was doing those. If I didn't have LifeVantage, I would not have been able to do that. So there's just so many things that this business and this opportunity and this compensation plan have done for my life and for my family. So I kind of feel like I'm rambling, but the bottom line is we are helping people and empowering each other along the way. It's about wellness. It's about growth. It's about changing. Our world is changing and we're changing with it. And that's a beautiful thing. And right now, more than ever, you guys, people are on their hands and knees praying for another stream of income or even just one stream of income. And our compensation plan, it pays 8 different ways, like 8. It's insane. There's so much to it, and it's worth sharing to anyone and everyone. I feel very strongly now. I am more about, I will literally reach out to someone and say, can I tell you how much I love my job? Like I feel weird even calling this about it. Like bring them in, it's just incredible. So yeah. I'm gonna wrap it up. We have Rye Fry coming in right after me, and you guys, thank you so much for having me on the call.
Thanks for watching, and remember, one change can have an enormous effect. Remember to subscribe, hit the bell and the like, and we'll see you next time on Love to Live.
Have a great day.